Thank you very much for joining us on TVC News at 10. I am Abosadi Adenira Deremi. About 51 persons, including women and children, are said to have lost their lives following the Sunday midnight suspected militiamen invasion of Kimakpa village of Kwal community that's in the Bassa Council area of Plateau State. This attack is coming just 1 week after a similar invasion in the Bokos Council area of the state that killed more than 60 persons.
Corpses of victims killed in the midnight invasion were recovered and taken back to the community. We sighted others by the roadside laying on the ground. The atmosphere in the Kwal community is that of wailing, soberness and anger as we witness. The assurance given by the National Security Advisor Nuhu Ribadu that the attack that killed over 60 persons in Bokos weeks ago will be the last to be experienced in the state has been altered. Some leaders of the community and eyewitnesses narrated their ordeals.
They started shooting, they burnt houses, they macheted people, and as I speak, we have recovered about 51 dead bodies on ground. And then we are still searching. I will not say that is the end, but we are still searching on other corpses around the bushes.
One of the houses, 8 people were killed. And the whole family were massacred. The father, the mother, and the children, 8 of them. They are still in their room now. If you go there, you will see. So it is quite unfortunate that this thing is still reoccurring in this state and in this local government.
From last year, if I will give you the account of women that lost their husband, we have about 570-something women that Fulani people killed their husband. We have so many widows and orphans in this community. So we are tired. This thing enough is enough.
With the development, it is now recorded that over 100 lives were lost just within 2 weeks in Plateau State following gunmen attacks. Workable measures should be employed by the authorities to put an end to this recurring situation across selected communities in the state. Funom Joshua, TVC News, Kwal.
Now, Governor of Plateau State, Caleb Motfwang, has summoned an emergency security meeting with heads of security operatives in Plateau State. The meeting is connected to the Sunday midnight gunmen invasion in the state that left more than 50 persons dead, including women and children. Governor Motfwang asserted that many people lost their lives in the attack, but the number is yet to be ascertained as the search for missing persons is ongoing. Residents were encouraged to help the relevant authorities with timely and accurate information on suspicious movement for a swift response. The governor will issue a state broadcast on Tuesday, 15th of April, on the new measures the government will take on insecurity in Plateau State.
We've just deliberated and taken information, debriefing from the heads of security on all that transpired. Over 100 militia bandits descended on one of the communities in Kwal district of Bassa local government, leaving in their trail a number of dead bodies and destroyed houses. And we are trying to establish what actually happened, why it happened, so that we can be able to address the situation. At the moment, the situation there is calm, and we've tried to plead with the people, restrain them from any reaction that will further escalate the situation. I'd like to encourage our people all over the state that please, whatever intelligence you pick up, no matter how irrelevant you think it is, please do let us know.
And still in Plateau State, President Bola Tinubu has condemned the recent killings in Kimakwa village in the Bassa Council area, where at least 51 bodies have been recovered. He sympathized with Governor Caleb Motfwang, the state government and people of Plateau State, while urging him to summon the necessary political will to resolve the crisis and establish enduring peace. In his call for harmony among the people of Plateau State, President Tinubu emphasized the importance of love and unity beyond religious and ethnic lines. He encouraged community, spiritual and political leaders within and beyond the state to unite and end the cycle of retaliatory attacks that have made life unbearable for affected communities. The president instructed security agencies to thoroughly investigate this crisis and identify those responsible for orchestrating these violent acts, saying the federal government remains committed to supporting Governor Caleb Motfwang and the people of Plateau State, its government, in promoting dialogue. The national president, Irigwe Youth Development Association, Ezekiel Bini, joins me on TVC News at 10 for more. Mr. Bini, first let me sympathize with you on this unfortunate incident. You're on ground on the plateau. Tell us more about this latest attack in Bassa local government and how it's affecting residents.
All right, thank you very much, TVC News. I also thank you for this wonderful opportunity for us to hear what really transpired today in Bassa local government, Kwal district. And yesterday night, we received a distress call around 12 midnight concerning what was going on in our community. The militia intruded into the community and they started shooting sporadically on our people. And this morning, we wake up, we went there, and we discovered a lot of casualty. About 51 persons were killed. 3 other people are now lying in the hospital, receiving treatment. And it was quite unfortunate because these are people that some of them in their sleep, some of them on their way coming back home from some of the activities of the day because it was Sunday, and they were killed on the way by militia. It is quite unfortunate and it's condemnable and it's just inhuman.
All right. As it is now, Governor Caleb Motfwang has summoned an emergency security meeting with heads of security operatives in the state. He is planning to make a broadcast tomorrow, Tuesday. How are residents, reacting to this, and do they have confidence in the ability of the security agencies to actually fish out and flush out the perpetrators?
Yeah, we really appreciate His Excellency, Governor Motfwang, for his rapid response, because today he sent a delegation to the community to see that they calm the people down. Despite the fact he was not around, he traveled out of the state. But he has to postpone almost everything that he was doing at the conference. And he came back today, and immediately he summoned a security meeting. And even tomorrow, he's going back. He's going there to the scene to visit the victims. And also after the meeting, he will have a meeting with the stakeholders.
All right. So talk to us about the people. There are growing calls for residents to supply information, intelligence to the people, to the security agencies. How supportive are residents, for this cause?
Well, security, I wouldn't say that they didn't try, but I think they also need to step up and do more. Because when we receive early warning, we send some of this information to the security, well, they respond, but those attackers overpowered them. Because even though I wouldn't say that the response was so rapid, so quick, because based on the eyewitness that when we went there, we discovered that when the security came when already the attackers have already committed a lot of atrocity in the community. So I still want to call on the security, let them do more. And also on the part of the security, I think they don't have much men on ground. So I think one of the things that the government should do is to provide more security to some of these communities. Yes, they should be more proactive in their response.
All right, Mr. Bini, thank you very much for talking to us. National President, Irigwe Youth Development Association, Ezekiel Bini. Thank you for your time on TVC News at 10.
Thank you very much.